Intra games.
Dislodge. So easy. Hypnotize. Simple.
A challenge.
Take off.
Yes, excellent.
It is on. I like this. Steel. Light up.
Leo.
Oh yeah, for science.
Memorize.
Okay.
Magic.
Correct.
Empty. Game time. Topple. Protect.
Womp womp.
Defeat.
Nice. Money.
Indeed. Dislodge.
No sweat.
Happy to. Take off.
Okay.
Collect all.
Yo, hey, yo, hey, yo.
Womp womp.
Steel.
Nice.
Shell. Light up.
Circle.
Activated.
Get him.
That computes.
For science. Increase velocity. Empty. I know. Leave it to me. Protect.
Womp womp.
Topple.
I'm honored. Hold steady now.
Defeat.
Why not?
Steel.
Fired up.
Get him.
All right.
So ready. Light up.
Libra.
Empty.
I'm ready.
Protect.
Nice. Done.
Watch out. Topple. So good. Defeat. Just in time. Wait. Oh my.
Come on. Heat up.
Dislodge all.
Yo. Hey. Yo. Boom. Go time.
Hypnotize.
Yeah. 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 Superior.
Beep beep. Take off. Ready. Ninja speed. Get him. Steel.
That's it.
Light up. That's it.
Libra.
Topple.
Triumph.
My turn. Protect.
Go. Yeah. Womp womp.
Empty.
Womp womp.
Defeat.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Wishes await.
Dislodge all.
It is on.
Collect all.
My specialty. Yeah.
Hypnotize.
Great.
Steel. Light up.
Swallow.
Get him.
All right.
I'm right here.
Womp womp.
Get him.
A challenge.
Memorize. Third one.
Yes, as I thought. I'm honored. Faster, chop, chop.
Draw.
Marvelous.
Let's go. Empty.
Why not?
Protect.
Beat him.
Defeat.
Womp womp.